We are now announcing the student fiction block, and we're with Andrei Georgia with the movie Night Practice.
Clasa pentru noi nu avem de cine frică, decât mingea e la noi, nu iertăm nicio echipă, nimeni nu-i mai bun ca noi, nu-i lăsați să facă fete, n-are cine să-i doboare, pe urmașii lui perete. Nimeni nu-i mai bun ca noi, nu-i lăsați să facă fete, n-are cine să-i doboare, pe urmașii lui perete.
So, as the main character of the movie, how was you playing such a role? Have you had experience playing a role like this before? How challenging was it for you? You can explain a little bit about your character, and then...
Yeah, I don't have really much experience as an actor. I did acting in high school, but I started studying directing when this film happened. But the director, someone told him about me, and he said I kind of have the face of someone who looks like a vampire, so I fit the role. And he asked me to audition, and I did. And the funny thing is, a few days before, the other actor, the goalkeeper,
Yes.
Tibi, he is a very good friend of mine. We did acting together in high school. And like a week before the audition, he was like, "Hey, can you help me learn a couple of lines for this audition I have?"
Yes.
And I read with him exactly the part I auditioned for like a week later. And when he said the director asked about you if you could come on audition, I was so happy to play again with him by my side because we played together in high school, and the fact that he was there was very accommodating, and you know, having to portray this type of relationship would have been a lot harder if not for me knowing him. It would have been a lot harder to open up and be relaxed around him.
Yes, that's true. And how did this affect your then relationship in real life after this movie?
Not much. Like we're used to making
Yes,
more,
it's all
more
for
touchy
the art.
jokes,
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's for the art. Like we're used to being a bit more private in front of the camera, so it wasn't really anything life-changing what we did. And we were also like, the director got very close with us. Like he rehearsed with us a lot. Bogdan, he talked to us about the characters. Like we'd meet in the student dorm and talk about what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really like this process kind of started relieving the pressure of, oh, you have to do this role, and yeah, like it didn't really bring a lot of pressure to my real life because it sort of got alleviated along the way.
That's a relief. What is the meaning of this movie if you explain it to the audience only based on the trailer and not if they haven't watched the movie? Why is it Night Practice, and what is the main topic in the movie?
The main topic would be the thing that's very hard to convey to the audience is the vampire part, which again is not in the trailer, but
Yes.
a very strong point of Bogdan was that vampirism is something about things that you repress. And I remember when my sister talked to me about Twilight, she said the main characters in Twilight look at the main woman character like she's a really juicy Big Mac that they want to eat. And vampire movies kind of have this, like vampires that tend to repress their tendencies. And in the movie, it's the same. It's a relationship between two boys in an environment that really doesn't promote this type of thing. Like in Romanian, on the stadium we went to film, it says on the walls like glory to homophobia and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And they were there. Like we didn't have to do any of those.
They were already,
they were already there. And so it's about repressing things and hiding things from other people that they're a part of you, and at one point they start bubbling and boiling, and they come out. And it's called the Night Practice because at night the main characters tend to hang out together.
Yes,
for
and
the
they
first
showed their
time.
real sides actually, not in front of the others.
Some parts were cut out, like we talked a lot more, and there was a part where we also played like a little bit of football on the field at night, so that's sort of the title, the fact that we get together playing football at night. So yeah, and it's also like vampire night, things like that.
Yes. So this obsession and, you know, the main character biting to blood the goalkeeper, like this is because they're hiding their actual person. So this is why it is so maximized in the end. Like it goes in like to a limit actually.
Yeah, it's first I felt like it took me a while to understand that the bite is supposed to be like vampire related, because Bogdan never talked about like you're a vampire. This
Yes.
is what you do. He talked about the relationship and things like that. And first I thought it was just something like my character is very kinky secretly. And you know it's kind of the same way. Like he has this urge, this attraction to boys that he hides, and then it gets the vampirism gets. Kind of hinted at
Yes.
to the other boys when the goalkeeper rats him out and says about the incident with the wound and
Yes.
licking the blood, and
Yeah, from his knee.
yeah, and that's is like the shaming the main character goes through is sort of similar to probably what you would experience in a more hateful environment if you were to show sides that, you know, more related to homosexuality.
Yes.
And other things like that. I kind of got lost.
Thank you very much. We just run out of time anyway a bit, so these are all my questions. If we have questions from the audience, someone can ask them now. Yes, please.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, it's a bit tall. Well done. It was a fantastic film.
Thank you very much.
I'm really interested in representation of sport in film, and I think it's a really, really hard thing to do, to get that right. And I think the film did it really well in terms of like the camaraderie of the team, but also the isolation that you can face in a changing room. And I'm wondering how you achieved that. Was there a lot of, did you run drills? Did you play football together to like, build that up? And yeah, well done on the film.
Thank you. It kind of formed on the set. I'm more of like introverted than an outsider, and it kind of helped because since I wasn't an acting student, everyone else on the set was studying acting at the same university. They knew each other. They played in things together. They were like buddies. And between shots, they started playing football together and kicking the ball. And I'd just be in a corner looking at them because I'm not even good at playing football. So that kind of helped the camaraderie. And also the director, Bogdan, the song they sing in the end, he looked for it. He had them learn it, and that also helped. But yeah, that helped with the camaraderie of the team. But playing football bits, I'm not very good at football. Bogdan also the director hasn't played football, and he did another movie related to football before. He's like, how do I end up in these situations? Yeah, he had some people that knew how to play football that did the drills, like the dribbling around the field, which obviously helps convey that feeling a bit. And also he got very invested, like he went with the set decorator there a few days before and did the locker room and found pictures and everything, and put posters. And yeah, like he did a lot of prep work to get the vibe of a place where people go and practice. But the actual sports thing, we kind of strict it a bit. We're not that good at playing sports. And the camaraderie formed on the set because everyone was so accommodating. Even one of the actors, because I'm studying directing, I asked him later, he was so memorable. He cracked jokes with everyone. He brought it like it's Radesh, the blonde one, and that's like this guy. He was super, and everyone was super accommodating and super friendly. So that helped a lot. It just appeared on the set. It wasn't very prepared.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
you.
as well.
Thank you.